Hi everyone, welcome back to my video. So in this video we will learn together on VPN, Hub-Spoke VPN configuration. This is we will learn with FortiGate firewall. Okay, so if you are new here watching my video, so please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to give the thumbs up if you like my video. Okay, so Hub-Spoke VPN is the configuration that we can configure the one hub with many spoke. So for example, you have one AQ office, and then you have many brand office all around the world. So you can configure side-to-side VPN, okay, with different brands with AQ. So between the brand to brand, you no need to configure the VPN side to side. It will automatically routing using dynamic route protocol over the side to side VPN, and we call it auto discovery VPN with Hub-Spoke configuration. Okay, so I think we go to the lab together and I will explain more on the diagram, and we go straight to the lab on GNS3. Okay. Okay, so this is our GNS3 blank project. So before we start our GNS3 lab, I would like to explain you a little bit about our lab diagram here. As you can see, we have AQ hub here, and we have two sides, side A and side B as a spoke. So we will configure AD-VPN using OSPF routing protocol. So it means that we need to configure side-to-side VPN between hub and spoke A, side-to-side VPN between hub and spoke B. After that, spoke A and spoke B, it will automatically can communicate with each other by hub and spoke VPN. We call it AD-VPN. So we no need to configure side-to-side VPN between side A and side B. It will automatically can communicate with each other using OSPF routing, and we call AD VPN. Okay, so for each side in this lab we have two VLAN for each side, so you can configure based on your own network environment. So this is just an example of our lab here. Okay, so we go back to our lab, and please give me 2 minutes. I will draw a network diagram and we continue to our configuration. Now we start with our FortiGate here. We start with our FortiGate, and we assign the IP address of our FortiGate. So for this AQ FortiGate, let me 1 minute, let me add some more information. Okay, so let's start with our AQ. Before we start, we go back to our diagram here. So this is our AQ, and I have some configuration node here. I have this node. We need to create our interface for our VPN. So before we start, we go back to our fortigate and we assign the IP address of our WAN here. Okay, so the first login username admin without password, and we set new password. Okay, also admin. Okay, so port 1 is our WAN port, so we set IP address to this WAN. Okay, so this is our WAN IP. Okay, okay, so I start fortigate at side A. Okay, so now we already configure our WAN IP of fortigate AQ, so we can access our AQ by web browser. 101. Okay. I can say AQ. Okay. Okay, AQ Hub. So now I create a vlan for our local LAN on AQ. Okay, here our vlan. So we go to network interface. Port 1 it will be WAN. Okay, WAN. And then port 2 our local. Okay, pin interface VLAN 10 on our port 2 VLAN ID 10. Get LAN IP address, it will be okay like this. DHCP server. Okay, okay, VLAN 20, and this one will be 20. Okay, DHCP server. Okay. Okay, so now we have VLAN 10, VLAN 20, and we want to create local zone, local LAN. Okay, I want to add VLAN 10, VLAN 20. Okay. Okay, so now here we cannot create this VPN using this interface configuration. We need to go back to our command line here, and we create followed by this step, my node here. Okay, so we can say config VPN IPsec phase 1 interface, and then we did VPN hub. Okay, Okay, so I think we miss one step here, dynamic tab. Okay, so we need to do it again. Edit VPN hub. Okay, set tab. Oh, sorry, dynamic. Okay, set interface port 1, set peer tab ND, set net device enable, set proposal DSMD5 so on. Okay, set DPD on idle, set auto discovery sender enable, set our password. Okay, set. Okay, so now we create our phase 1 interface for our VPN tunnel. We continue to configure our VPN in phase 2. Okay, so phase 1 ND VPN hub. Set proposal DES undefined DES so on. Okay. So now we already configure our VPN interface, so we go back to our web browser and we configure our VPN by web browser. Okay, so now we go to, okay, here our VLAN and then WAN port. Now we have this interface that we just create at the moment. We click on it and edit. Okay, so we can say VPN hub. Okay, and then ping IP we can say 10.10.10.254 10.10.10.253. Okay, 24. Okay, so we use 24 subnet for our VPN because you will have many spoke, but for this example we have 2 spoke. Okay, after that we go to our IPsec tunnel here and we edit some setting. This one this route here we want to disable the route. Okay, receiver we disable. Okay, detect. Okay, so this one we can edit. You can add more our encryption here. Okay, you can add DS. Okay, and then this one can add more the same. Okay. Okay. Okay, so now this one we keep it like this, so it will be go to any local address and remote address we not specify for this lab, but you can specify our local VLAN based on your own configuration of your VLAN address. You can specify it. If keep it like this, it means that all IP address and all destination address, yes, we can communicate with each other after the VPN tunnel is up. Okay, so now we already create a VPN tunnel on our hub, so we continue to configure our local here. Oh, sorry. So we configure this port as a trunk port to connect with our firewall, and then we configure our VLAN. Okay, so now we start our PC and test with our client to get IP address from our firewall, VLAN 10 and VLAN 20. Okay, correct. This one, it will be VLAN 20. Okay, so now we continue to side A. So side A, I will be okay, so it will be 102 for the side A. Okay, enable VN configuration, and we go to our web browser and we try to log in by web browser. Okay, now here we go. Okay, this one will be side A. Spoke. Okay, side A spoke. How can I say side A spoke? Okay, like this. Okay, so now side A spoke. This is our AQ hub. I go to system setting, and then I go to here and I select here. So I want to change this interface to blue, so we're not confused with each other. This is AQ, this is side A spoke. Okay, now we go back to our interface and we edit port 1. This will be WAN. Okay, WAN. Okay, I will create 2 VLAN as well. it will be VLAN setting. Okay, VLAN setting under this port setting. Sorry, setting.1. Okay, DSP server. Press VLAN 40. Okay, and then I want to create one zone for local VLAN. Local LAN. Okay, so now we already configure our local LAN. Now on the WAN port we need to create a VPN interface. Okay, so after that we have the VPN interface and VPN tunnel here. Okay, so VPN, it will be created on a WAN port. Okay, so we go back. This is our command to create the VPN interface on this. Okay, now we are on side A spoke, so we configure VPN phase 1 interface. We did spoke A. Okay, set interface port 1, our WAN port, set peer tab and name, set net device enable, set proposal DES 1. Okay, and then set DPD on idle, set discovery. This one, it will be a receiver. Okay, and wall, set remote gateway. Remote gateway is our WAN here, our WAN IP. So our WAN IP, okay, this is our WAN IP, and then our password 123 okay, and then we continue to configure our phase 2 interface. Okay, edit spoke A, and then we spoke A, set DES undefined DES SAR1. Okay, set auto negotiate and 1. Okay, done. So now we go back to our our side A here. Now we can see our interface, VPN interface here. We select on it and it did. Okay, we can say spoke A. Okay, and then IP address, this one I can say 10.10.10. We can say 1. Okay, sorry, 10.10.254.24. This is our VPN IP on our AQ hub. We go back to our network interface. Okay, so here our VPN interface IP of AQ. So we put this IP, and this is the local IP of this site A. Okay. And then we go to VPN tunnel, and then we edit. We already configure our VPN, so we go back to, okay, so now we continue to our switch here on side A. Okay, so now we have configured our switch. We start our client, and then we check on our client to get IP address. Okay. Okay. So our client can get IP address. Now we go back to our firewall. Now we already create our interface for VPN and VPN tunnel, but our VPN is not yet up. So we need to go back to this AQ and go to firewall policy, create some policy for our VPN. So this is our VPN interface. Okay, this is our local LAN, and then we not specify any source and destination for this lab. We just select all, but you can specify your own network address here. And for this NAT, we don't do the NAT. Okay. Okay, so now we need one more policy. Spoke A. Ow. Okay. Enable this policy. Okay, with this we have this rule, and then we go back to our side A with the policy as well. Okay. So it will be from okay, so now we already have our policy here, so we go back to our VPN. Okay, so now we can see that our VPN is up. Okay, our VPN is up, and we can see here as well. Okay, so here we can see that we have this IP address that we configure the VPN. Okay, we go back to our AQ. We also have this VPN tunnel up as well. Okay. Okay. So now we go back to our client. Let's here our VLAN 40 here. Let's try to ping to VLAN 10 on okay, I think we missed one more step. We go to network interface, static route. Okay, we need to create our default route to our WAN. Okay, this is Kirivann port, and network. Okay, WAN port. Okay, so now we go back to our this is Okay, VPN. We try again. Sorry everyone, so actually I forget one more step. Okay, one more step. We use OSPF routing. Our VPN is up, but we cannot communicate our site A to AQ hub because we not yet configure OSPF routing. So we need to do one more step in order to complete our setup configuration here. So we go to OSPF router ID. I can say this is our AQ. Okay, area, we can say area 0. Okay, network, we select area 0. Our network, we have 10.10.10.0/24, and then we have VLAN 10 network. Okay, and then we have VLAN 20 network. Okay, so this is our OSPF. We apply, and then we go back to our site A network OSPF. This one I give you 2. There is no network. VLAN 30. Okay, and then VLAN 40. Okay, so now we done with OSPF routing. We go back to our firewall, and we check our VPN status again. Can we okay, so now we can see our VLAN 30 and VLAN 40 using VPN interface. Okay, so our routing, we use OSPF dynamic OSPF routing protocol. Okay, we go back to site A, and then we can see that VLAN 10 and VLAN 20 we can connect to this by VPN interface using OSPF. Okay, so we go back to our PC1 here. We ping to VLAN 40 at site A. Okay, let's try again. Okay, so now we can communicate with each other. So PC1 to PC4 at this site A. Okay, so now we already configure our VPN side to side between site A and AQ hub. One more thing, we need to continue with our site B here. Okay, site B here, we need to do the same on the site A configuration. Okay, so let's continue to our site B. We start our console. Wait for a moment in order to let our firewall to start up. Now our firewall is start up. Okay. Okay, so now oh sorry everyone, 102 is our side A, 103 is our side B. Sorry everyone, my mistake here. Okay, 103. So we go back to our browser and we log in by web browser. 103. Okay. Okay, so this one it will be side bespoke. Okay, side bespoke, and then I go to system setting. I want to change the interface look like. Okay, like this. The term. Okay, so this is our spoke A, our spoke B. This is our HQ hub. Okay, so we go back to our network interface. Port 1, it will be WAN port. Okay, and we have two VLAN as well. VLAN 50, okay, and port 2, VLAN ID 50, IP address. VLAN 60, okay, port 2, 60, okay, 50, 60, okay. Okay, so now we have VLAN. We need to create a VPN interface and VPN tunnel on WAN port. Okay, so we go back to our configuration. So our configuration, we spoke B config VPN IPsec phase 1 interface. Oh sorry, edit. Okay, we can say spoke B. Okay, set interface port 1. Okay, set PA tab, any set net device enable, set proposal DSR1, set DPD, set DPD on idle, set auto discovery receiver enable, set remote gateway our WAN IP of HQ hub. Okay, set password 123 123. Okay, so we continue to configure phase 2 interface, edit spoke B, set phase 1 name, spoke B, set proposal DS identify DS1, set auto negotiate and go on. Okay, so now we have create VPN interface on our WAN port. Here we go to edit. Okay, spoke B. Okay, and then IP address, it will be 10.10.10.2, and this is our VPN hub IP address. Okay. Okay, so we have here, we go to VPN tunnel. Okay, so this one will be fine, and will be disabled. Authentication, we add, okay, and then this one we add. Okay, so and then our VPN not yet up, we need to configure our default route. WAN port, we need to configure our policy. Allow AQ in. Interface spoke B, local LAN source all, destination all, service all, we disable NAT. Okay, and then we need one more. This one will be out. Okay. Okay, so now we have our policy here. We go back to our VPN. We can say our VPN is up. Okay. Now our VPN is up. Okay, so our VPN is up. We go back to our AQ. Our VPN is up. Okay, so we can see that we have these two clients. VPN side client, or we can say we can see in our tunnel we have two. Okay, these two side A and side B. Okay, so now our side A and side B now can communicate with AQ, but we need to configure our OSPF routing on side B in order to allow our client can communicate with each other. So currently I need to configure our switch here. One more step. Okay. VLAN 50, okay. VLAN 60, okay. Okay, so now I start our PC button, PC5, VLAN 50. Okay, VLAN 50, PC6. PC6, VLAN 60. Okay, VLAN 60. So now one more step that we need to configure is we go back to our side B, and then we go to OSPF configuration. Okay, we need to configure our OSPF routing. We have okay, vlan 50. Oh, sorry. vlan 50. vlan 60. Apply. Okay. Wait for a moment. Our VPN will update the route. Okay. So we go back to our AQ. Not yet updating the route. We can see only vlan 30 and vlan 40. Okay. Okay, so now vlan 50 and vlan 60, we can see our vlan routing using OSPF protocol by VPN interface. Okay, we go back to our, okay, we also can see this VLAN using VPN interface. Okay, so now our side here and our side here can communicate with AQ, but this side A and side B, we can see side A and side B also, but what we say, we no need to configure side to side between side A and side B. Okay, and we call it AD VPN. Okay, this is AD VPN between side A and side B. Okay, so this is our VLAN 60 on side B. We try to ping VLAN 10 on our AQ here. We can ping. So if we try to ping VLAN 40 on side A, we can ping or not? We cannot ping. So why we cannot ping? Because of what? Now we can see that this is our VPN. VPN is up, and then we can see our network routing. We can see each other VLAN 40, VLAN 30, VLAN 40. But why we cannot ping? Because our AQ, we need one more policy in order to allow the traffic between side A and side B. Okay, so we can say allow AD VPN spoke. Okay, so for this interface, we need to select here incoming, outgoing. Also we need to do this one, because because the traffic will be routed from side A to XU, and then from XU to side B. Okay. Here, as you can see, our VPN side to side from spoke A to hub, spoke B to hub, and then between side A and side B it will be AD VPN. Okay, we no need to configure side to side anymore. Okay, if you have another side or another spoke, you can do that. Okay, so we go back, we select all, okay. And we go to our client, we try to check. Okay, now we can ping between PC 6 on VLAN here, PC 6 on VLAN on VLAN 60 at side. Let me move it a little bit small. Okay. Okay, so now you can see I close some. Okay, PC 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. PC 6 on VLAN 60 at side B, we can ping to VLAN 40. Okay. Can we ping to VLAN 30? Can. How about VLAN 30? We try to ping to VLAN 60. Can. Okay, so this is our side-to-side VPN, and then Hub-Spoke. We have one hub, two spoke here. I think this is all my lab. Here we come to the end. If you have any other question, you can comment below in my video. Thank you very much everyone for watching my video until the end.